Hello everyone, welcome to Nafi's Learner Zone. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about one type of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction. So, first of all, what is asexual reproduction? Asexual reproduction means the reproduction which involves a single parent. Generally, you know that we human beings or any other animals which you see around, they'll have two parents, like we do have a father and a mother. Asexual reproduction means there is no such differentiation that there is a separate, there is a father and there is a mother. No, it has only one parent. Yes, so you can call it a mother. Yeah, because mother give birth to the young ones, so we call it a mother cell. So like that, one organism give rise to a new organism. How does it happen? What process? There are different. Again, there is a separate different processes in asexual reproduction. All that we are going to study in this video. Let's start with the first one. The first type of asexual reproduction, what you are going to study in your syllabus is fission. Yes, you can check out fission. Fission, the word fission means splitting. You might have heard it in nuclear fission also. The nuclear fission in the sense the splitting of the nucleus. So same way, the fission here. Fission is the splitting of cell. This takes place in unicellular organism. Yeah, I hope you know unicellular organism. Unicellular organism means the organisms which are made up of single cell. In unicellular organism, the one organism splits up into two cells or more cells. That is known as fission. In fission again we have two types. One is binary fission, the other is multiple fission. Binary fission means here what happens binary, it means the one cell gives rise to exactly half of that, in the sense two cells. So binary, it becomes half of that. So one parent cell gives rise to two daughter cells, that is binary fission. And multiple fission where if the daughter cells are more than two, so 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is, if the daughter cells are more than 2, then we call it as multiple fission. If it is exactly half, that is 2, it means there it's binary fission. So generally, in detail, what is important for you in the point of view of exam is the binary fission. Binary fission, it takes place in a very common organism which all you might have studied in the last 3-4 years. That's amoeba. Yeah. Amoeba is an unicellular organism. It reproduces by the process binary fission. What happens here is one single cell of amoeba divides into two. It happens in two processes. The first process what it happens is known as karyokinesis. Karyokinesis in simple English we call it as nuclear division. The nucleus of the amoeba divides first into two, followed by cytokinesis, in the sense cell division. First nucleus divides, then the cell divides, and that leads to two daughter amoebae. That are daughter cells. Okay. Why they are known as daughter cell only? You might have heard many times daughter cells. We don't call it as son cells, father cells, brother cells. Daughter cells, that's because that again can give birth, reproduce. So that's why usually we use the female gender when we are speaking about asexual reproducing organism. That please note it. Okay. That's the first thing. The second type of asexual reproduction is what you need to study is spore formation. Spore formation, generally let's take an example of spore formation, that's rhizopus. We commonly call it as bread mold. You might have seen, if you keep a bread in a moist condition for a longer time, something like 1 day or 2 days, if you keep a bread, what happens is, you might have seen there are some greenish or yellowish patches formed on the bread, or brownish. Sometimes if it is too much, it's brownish. Generally, majorly it's brownish patches formed on the bread. What are those patches? Is the bread got rust? No, bread is not iron, so it will not get rust. What happens is this rhizopus, it is an organism which feed on dead and decaying matter. Regarding this, you can check out in the nutrition chapter. It's you'll get it on in my channel already. It's been uploaded long back. So this rhizopus, which eats on dead and decaying matter, tries to eat the dead matter from the bread for the nutrition purpose. So when it comes to nutrition, it not only gets the food, even it reproduces on your bread. It gives birth on your bread. Yes, how it happens? You can check the diagram. So there a bulge like structure sporangium is formed on the rhizopus. This contains lot of small minute particles like on the what we say that higher plants we have seeds. Same way there are spores in this spores, small spores. These spores, when this sporangium burst, the spores get detached from that and falls on the bread. These spores, when they get detached from that sporangium, as it falls on the surface of the bread or whichever the parts it's been growing, there upon getting the favorable condition, those spores gives rise to the new organism. That is one type of asexual reproduction called as spore formation. Okay, fine. I hope you got it. The third one, budding. Yes, budding. So a major example of budding is yeast. Budding in yeast, or even budding in hydra also you may get. So you have to remember this both, budding in yeast and budding in hydra. So let's take simple diagram. If you are not been asked about particularly about budding in hydra, the best is you go for budding in yeast. You can easily draw the diagram. So when yeast undergo budding process, what happens here is yeast. Yeah, I was speaking about the same yeast which we had used to prepare the bread where the rhizopus has been grown. Or the morning you might have had bread or last time whenever you had the bread. So usually in making of bread and cake we use yeast. The same yeast I'm speaking, how does it reproduce? That yeast forms a small bulge or a outgrowth. You can check the image. A small bulge or the outgrowth is formed on the yeast, that is known as bud. This bud keeps on growing, and once it is fully grown to live an independent life, it gets detached from that parent yeast and that starts living freely. As a name is, this is a simple reproduction which takes place called as budding. It happens in yeast, and you can check out even how it happens in hydra. Hydra also same way, there will be a bud, a outgrowth is formed. Upon developing completely, it detached from the parent body and it lives independently. Okay, that's budding. You got it, the three different processes. Now let's see the next asexual reproduction method, that is fragmentation. Okay, there are two methods which are quite similar, fragmentation and regeneration. So generally if you get a in-depth question, you will get a question called as what's the difference between fragmentation and regeneration. Let's look at those first, then we will see what's the difference. Fragmentation is about when an organism cut into different parts, each part will develop into a new organism. Here in regeneration, it's again the same thing. Here again the organism, the cut parts of each organism develop into a new organism. So what is the difference? The difference is fragmentation is an accidental process. Remember, it's an accidental process. If an organism being cut into different parts accidentally, that each part accidentally which been cut, that itself grows into a new organism. That's fragmentation. Whereas regeneration is not accidental, it's a natural process which upon growth each part will divide and into different pieces, and each piece will regenerate again into a new organism. Fragmentation takes place in Spirogyra and regeneration takes place in Planaria. It's an example. There are many other organisms also in which these process takes place. Both fragmentation and regeneration takes place in multicellular organism. Okay, remember that. So these are the different types of asexual reproduction which are given in your syllabus. If you get it for 5 marks, write it all 5. It diagrammatically is enough. Need not write many different points explanation. You can explain it diagrammatically. If you get if it is something like 1 or 2 or 3 mark question, then remember the major thing about binary fission in amoeba is a very important thing, and here difference between fragmentation and regeneration. Okay, so that's it from this video. My next video will be on vegetative propagation in plants. So that is again a different type of reproduction, vegetative propagation. And along with that, next we will be studying about the sexual reproduction in plants. Come back to watch that video in few days. Please don't forget to like my video and subscribe if you are a new one, and kindly share this video with the other class 10 students so that they can get the knowledge.